All right, Shalom. Before I get started, I want to give all glory, honor, and praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at GMS. Peace, honor, and respect to you brothers that's out there laboring, edifying, rightly dividing the word in truth and sincerity. And Shalom to you believers out there, the Aki and Akwathium. And I had woke up and I seen one of the brothers from GMS did a video about the ex-prime minister in Japan. He got murked off, man, by somebody. And basically, he went into it, and I'm going to just pull the same precept, because yesterday I was just thinking about pulling this precept when I was watching this one video. So, matter of fact, like he said, these are the times that we coming into. All right, Jacob's trouble. We coming into the times where people not gonna regard these so-called leaders. All right, when you go to second Esdras 15, and you start at 14, it said, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands." And that modern day sword is really the gun, okay, the missile. Okay, grenades, bombs. These are the modern day swords per se. All right, because people people not fighting with that with actual swords like they did in times past. All right, so the modern day sword is the gun. All right, and the missiles. Verse 16. For there shall be sedition among men and invade one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. See, so a lot, in the time to come, people not gonna regard the government. All right, and as a matter of fact, before I even play this video, I was watching CNN, as you can see. And the reason I'm not going to play the video too long, because, they might hit me with a copyright. I'm going to play a little bit of this video. But it said, if you look ahead of 4th of July holiday, polls found 56% of Americans think government is corrupt. All right. And at the top left, you see where it say it may be necessary at some point soon for citizens to take up arms against the government. Now, 59% agree, 28% agree, but strong GOP, meaning the Republicans, 45% of Republicans believe at some point soon. All right. Now you got the Democrats saying at 21%, the Independents at 35%. That's huge. All right, because you got to factor in a lot of these strong Republican Edomites, man, they about ready to go to war. All right. And see, if you mix that in with the 21% and the 35%, that's a lot of people who hey, we feel like we might have to take up arms. All right. And see, as time go on, them numbers gonna climb up. All right. Because right now we just at basically the tip of the iceberg of the troubles. All right. Because what did scripture tell you? These are the beginning of sorrows when you hear rumors of war, when you see the earthquakes in diverse places, the pestilence, okay, things of that nature. These are the beginning of sorrows. All right. So we're at the beginning right now. So once it start going down for real, those numbers are going to climb up. All right. And that's when 2nd Esdras 15 and, 16 really going to be really activated. All right. Because if you continue on in verse 17, it says, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor. See, we at the tipping point. We at the beginning of sorrows. But see, once it's fully activated, these are the things that's going to really be taking place. All right. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread. And if you check my page, I put up a video yesterday of a lady talking about the truckers was getting sent home. All right. And see, you have to understand these truckers play a major role in how you get food, clothes, everything. All right. And these farmers is basically speaking out about it. All right. So continuing on in verse 19, and spoiled their goods because of the lack of bread and for a great tribulation. All right. See? So verse 16, going back to verse 16, they shall not regard their kings nor princes, because when you're dealing with a Japanese prime minister, it's like, Trump or some of the other ex-presidents got murked off, man, while making a speech. All right. And then another point that was made in the video, like the brother was saying, and what he gonna say is, Japan is relatively safe. That's why it's shocking right now. But see, this is the Lord turning up. All right. So in a place, that's why it happened in a quote unquote safe place. It ain't happened like, in the United States or, somewhere where you can be like, all right, I can see, But no, it happened in Japan. All right. To the ex-leader. All right. See, because the Lord is showing you, giving this time go on, them signs is going to increase. All right. That's why, in my opinion, it's me just speaking as a man. I feel like that's why it happened in that quote unquote safe place. But like the brother was saying, no, nowhere is safe. Okay. Because we in them times where ain't nowhere going to be safe. So I'm going to play a little bit of this video. All right. And I'm going to end it there.
Has died after being shot while giving a speech at a campaign event. Now, eyewitnesses say that Mr. Abe was shot twice from behind while giving a speech in the streets. The country's current Prime Minister has condemned the shooting, calling it an act of brutality. And world leaders have also come out in the last couple of hours expressing their shock as well. Now, a man was detained after the shooting. It happened in the city of Nara in western Japan, where Shinzo Abe was giving his support to a candidate there. Let's get more on this now and go straight to our correspondent, Marika Oy, who's in Singapore. Marika, incredibly shocking, not just because violence is so rare in Japan. It has been for such a long time. It's very difficult to get hold of a gun, but also...
And you hear what he said? Violence is so rare. All right. And that's the point right there. I'm going to end it here, but Lord willing, it was edifying. To the next lesson. Shalom.